everyone. I'm Erin Maguire. I am an Equity Director, a Special Education Director in Essex Westford School District. I've been a Vermonter my whole life. I have lived in Chittenden County, I've lived in Rutland County, and I grew up in Rochester, Vermont, so I've experienced all of the different sizes and scales and scopes of the education system. I've been an educator since 1999. I'm here to share some of the areas of focus I hope that the committee takes. Thank you so much for your work. You've heard from my colleagues in EWSD, we've made a lot of progress, and first and foremost, I'd rather not go through another merger. We just went through one. It takes a long time to get to where we've gotten, and I think Act 46 merged districts really need to be held harmless in this process. I'd like to reiterate the importance of student and teacher voices in your process. I think that is really critical. I'd also like to recognize the layering of policy that has repeatedly been placed on school districts in the state of Vermont, and the need to stop that layering and allow us to focus on the improvements that we can make without changing it every single year. I'd also like to have a focus on ensuring that there is an impact analysis process on all legislation related to education going forward in the state of Vermont. Specifically, I'm also concerned about some trends I'm seeing related to blaming some of our most vulnerable students for increasing costs in Vermont. It is not the responsibility of students eligible for special education to bear cost reduction in the state of Vermont. We are taught as educators to differentiate our instruction based on students' needs. A one-size-fits-all model for Vermont does not represent Vermont well. There are different communities in our state. It requires different approaches, and right now what it feels like is the group has been tasked with something to do the same thing for everyone, resulting in some of these maps that are huge and then smaller districts. What I would say is that acting too as if redistricting will save money by reducing administrators, there's not enough administrators in this state to reduce in order to actually make the kind of impact on the education savings that we need. I would also like to make sure that the redistricting committee focuses to ensure maintaining public funds in public schools. We need those funds, and shifting that into private systems can create real challenges. A mega school district in Chittenden County with a bunch of other small school districts in the state of Vermont just recreates the same problem we have now, just in a larger framework. So I'd ask that you would consider that as well. Thank you so much for your work in considering those important